reveal your secrets.
Hello everybody. I hope you're all doing a fantastic day. In this run, we are probably just going to be playing it as safe as we can. I am not too sure on which evil genius. I've still got Emma and Maximilian to do. So, the choice is what do I do? Personally, I think Maximilian, just because of the fact he's got a larger workforce and can earn gold more reliably. So I'm going to be doing that. I will be doing hard mode, and that'll be something that, in terms of like smoothness, just like smoothing out the run should be a lot easier. Now the question is what island? I would normally tend to go for this middle island here, only because it's usually easier when you have soldiers come through the when you have soldiers come through like this, because it's the when soldiers and stuff come through here, I tend to build like a corridor that goes off to the side and up here alongside the casino. And then there's like a bit of dirt that you can actually dig your way through here. So I tend to put a corridor along here and then into here for the forces of justice to go through. And then I would block this off, and then I can have like slot machines here, and like, you know, so the tourists don't end up going away. But I wanted to try something different, and so I'm not entirely certain. I did the same thing as well with, like, if they start coming through the helipad way, I would move the corridor, like this long corridor over like a couple, and build like a corridor that goes back into here, which is like, so this bit will be like the armory with all the muscle minions and everything. So all forces of justice will have to go through the armory if they want to go anywhere else. But I wanted to try something different, and I'm just not sure which one I would like to do. I've done this one with Polar, and I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty... In fact, I actually quite fancy going on this one. Now, as far as DLC is concerned, I don't want that, and I don't want mechanical minions. That's fine. Reanimation, Ocean's campaign back. I don't know if there's a way of turning off like the heating system. It's not something I am particularly fond of. I won't have the tutorial enabled. Let's have a look. Well, there's nothing here to say about. So I guess we'll just have to deal with that, I suppose. Weird thing is I can't seem to put the overlay on for the game. I don't know how loud it is for everyone, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Right, so the first thing I think we should do... Right, so what I'd like is actually have my sanctum over there in the corner. I think what I might start out doing is the vault. So you kind of want 10 by 10, which is fine. That there. Have the power. Just opposite, I think. Do 10 by 10. We'll have the beds. Barracks, say. Yeah. Get rid of one. I am also planning on doing this as a like aesthetically pleasing, so no rooms are like open-ended, if that makes sense. I mean, you know, you can have doorways, but what I mean is like, you know, to not have like all the walls down and everything else. Then we'll have the control room. I know it's going to be a lot in terms of the reason why I do a 10 by 10 is because optional objectives, when they want you to build a 64 tile room, usually it is a 10 by 10 room. So I am just trying to get things set up. So here's what I'm going to do. So this is the power room. So I'm going to organize it in such a way and that should be fine. This is the gold room. I'm going to start off with 3, maybe 4.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
That's fine. And then what we can do something like that. And then what I would do is first put in the beds. Probably would move them one over. And then let's put some of these in.
Warning, not enough power to power this build order.
And that's where we will start out for now. We're going to put this in fast forward mode. And see where we go. If the music goes quiet, guys, don't panic. It's just me trying to minimize for the chat, because for whatever the reason, Evil Genius doesn't like the overlay for some reason. Alright, we can do that. I'm going to expand the control room. Be like that instead. Maybe I should have just done that way instead. Do something a bit more like that. Okay, so we're literally out of money. Let's start selling things. I'm going to pause it while I can. I tend to, when it comes to selling all this stuff, I sell everything just to make sure that we're getting the most value early game. You can always like put all this back and make it look pretty again later, but for now we need the gold, and so this is the best way to get maximum profits. Now, the one thing I like actually doing this live is that it is live, so you know you guys get to see this in real time. However, the one thing I don't like about doing it live is more to do with like everyone has to go through like the tedium, and because of that it's kind of like what oh, can't we just skip this bit, kind of thing, you know. I think that is everything as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Yeah, I think it'd be worth just to sell one of them.
Will drain all your power supplies.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, they take 5, so I actually am gonna not worry about that. I'm still gonna keep 2. And that is just so we can get minions out onto the world and try and get things done. And start getting gold income. Alright, well it looks like we've got a good start going on here, which is good.
You've run out of power. Build more generators.
Oh, I know, Susan. You don't need to worry. Right, so we can start by... Right, 2 things. So what I would like to do first is the science minions stuff first.
No.
And then I would like to do at least... So we've got Northern Saber, Western Anvil. Northern Saber, Western Anvil? Right, well that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scout that and then scout that. 2 different reasons.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
Oh, needn't you worry. Training room, I feel like... Ooh, yeah, where would I like to put the training room? Well, I think
A new criminal network has been established.
what I can do is put the training room here. Just for now. Just for the sake of building it. What I would like to do is actually start getting gold as soon as. I will send
Optional objective complete.
over. For now, we only need 1.
Not enough power to power this build order.
Like so. And what I'll do is I'll extend the power room.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
So what I'll do is I'll do that side. How many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. If we move that there, move you here. What I can do is move these two across like so. I can put them like that, and then what I might do is just do that. A little bit blind there, so I'll do that, and
You're
then
running low on power. Build more generators.
because the thing I don't want to do is to I mean, it's kind of almost mandatory to do as much as you can as soon as you can. I mean, it's not like really all that mandatory, but right. So I will now go and do that. I will have another couple.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
That's perfectly fine. Now, because the casino is here, and yes, even though like later on you do get agents come through here, it is not something that's like super serious per se. Oh, okay. So none of these actually have any kind of price to them then. Well, that's disappointing, because that would have been rather useful. But of course, that's just one person's opinion. Okay. So what I will do is I'll launch that scheme to get the heat down a little
We
bit.
got a new prisoner.
What to time is money. Must I do everything myself?
I do like that Maximilian is more ranged than melee. It's quite nice.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
Let's see.
Salaries paid.
So I will do 10, just because I know from experience that later on you will need more for later.
Task complete.
What about optional objectives? Hire 6 more minions. Smash scheme. Southern Saber. Okay. Well, that's down here, which I'll scout. Hey, there we go.
Ready to interesting.
Let's do the cover operation next.
Side story begun.
Oh. Alright, so here's what I'm now going to do. I'm also going to get rid of that for now. That's heat. And it's you that I'm looking for. what I will do is I'll start to build a laboratory. And I think quite possibly the best place to start that would be over here. But then if we want to expand that, yeah, okay. Quite possibly this will be the better play here.
New optional objective available.
Extend that. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go and do that for you. So we should be having a steady flow of income. For the sake of earning more than the max, I'll now maximize the space there. Now, I'm sure, as you all know, like,
Not enough gold to complete this construction. You do not have enough power to sustain this build order.
see, I would have put it there, but well, what I'll do is I'll extend it a bit more. Alright, hang on. Pause it because I see agents. Okay. Let's do it this way around. I'll do that. Something like that. Do that. Now need.
That intruder and kill them.
Is it just the two?
Not my favorite part. Fighting, yes.
Salaries paid.
I'll extend. Run this way. But what I'll do is I'll. Just for now, we'll do that. Now, if I... That's much better.
This build order will drain all your power supplies.
Alright, that's fine. Oh, I can't unless they've actually been built.
Warning, not enough power to power this build order.
The idea is just to get like as much as possible.
Intruder has been captured.
Okay, so I know we've got a lot more optionals. So we can actually go ahead with that. Let's have a look at research here. So the Diggery-Doo
Research
is something we can go for, but we need enough money to do so. So how much heat is that built up? That's 26, so like another 24. I will go and do that. I think for now it would be a good idea to extend some of this as well. Like so. It's just so that then we can get as much possible. No. We want to escort. And then I think what we can do is do the rest of this scouting.
An intruder has given us their secrets.
So the other one was Western Anvil provinces. Another one was Central... Was it Central Saber? Central Smash, which is down here. And then got another two. Western and Western and West.
A new network has been established.
So we've got
Salaries paid.
East Patriot, West. Oh, okay. I can't see. Right, Scout Central Smash is what I'm doing. North Saber, East Patriot.
A
North.
new criminal network has been
Oh, unless they were both. I'll do the scientists because I feel like they're the ones that are gonna more than likely need to. Well, they can always be trained up again, right? Like, that's the thing. Complete any smash, which is going to be that one. So that's fine. Yeah, so I'm sure everyone's aware at this point that, like, when you're doing the laboratory and whatnot, like, only have what you're using online. So that then you know, it saves you on power. Right. Pause for a minute because I heard the camera.
I have reports of an intruder in the lair. Kill them!
Max, where are you?
New optional objective.
All that evil. Since when must the boss take out the trash?
For valet, I'll just do 8 for now.
I'm thinking.
Right, there we go. I'm going to
Wunderbar.
there. Yep, no, that's fine. All I need now is these, which will cost 30,000. That's a pretty penny right there. Okay, sorry I'm not like very talkative. Usually I like interacting more with people, but holy crap, my chat isn't it's having trouble connecting. Okay, so we actually, except from you, which I think we can cancel now. Excuse me, sorry, I've had a burp there. We'll launch that one just to make sure we're getting the money come in.
What is it now? Very well.
Task complete.
There we are.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It
Shouldn't be. Do you know what we need to do?
You!
Okay. Well, now that we've got valets.
Paid.
Just to be on the safe side, I am going to put an additional one there. I would have put one there, but it would have been blocking. So, here's what I'm going to do. So, I'll just do that and then have the casino actually be up here.
New optional objective available.
Something a bit more akin to that. Something like that. And then what I can do, have these at the start here. Something like that, I suppose. Yeah, that's not going to fit there, that's not going to fit there. But we can put such a thing there.
Salaries paid. This build order will drain all your power supplies.
Will it? I hadn't noticed. We can do something like that. Okay. Right, so they're researching now, which is good. I will extend the power supply, oh, you know, the power grid. Like so. And I will probably add a couple more. Just to make sure that everything is as it should be. Now, I don't know if you have to have like this connection here. Like,
Your scientists
ooh,
have discovered something.
that's fine. I know saboteurs are going to be a problem, so I'm going to... So if we take the power offline for them, get the whiteboard operational. Right, well, as far as like cash flow is concerned, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I mean, as far as research is concerned, I am going to need this at some point. Because then I can start upgrading the amount of... Oh yeah, because I've got the diggery-do now, haven't I? Yes. So I'm going to try and do like a stylish thing for Maximilian.
A scheme has succeeded.
Well, I say stylish. It's just something to...
Salaries paid.
Something like that, and then I can have like the impressive desk, like that, and then, well, I mean, I guess what I could do is just to do that and do the same here.
New research has been completed.
And just do something like that, I guess. Let's now go for
Research has
that.
begun.
We may need more minions. So, here's what I'm... Oh. Nope. Do not need that like that. We'll do that.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
And we can just like do something like that, because we do need more minions. We do. I think what we can do is now rotate that. Yeah, like so. Yeah, we've got about 30-ish%. I hope the cover operation's doing its thing. We may need more than 8. Alright, so let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 9, 20, 21, 22, 23, apparently. Okay, well, let's start reducing some of the heat here. I'm going to say ignore that one for now. Okay. Hoping. Okay, so I'm gonna just do one more for a little bit extra. I heard that.
What next?
You know what? I'm gonna just let these guys wander because I just don't have the manpower to fend them off with yet. Okay, let me have a look here because we can. Now that we've got the diggery-do.
Task complete.
So what I could do here
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
Try and have like a more aesthetically pleasing level. I can't speak. More aesthetically pleasing laboratory. So how much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is fine. 8 by 6.
An intruder has been captured.
And then what I would like to do, so they're 3 by 4, or is it 3 by 5? 2, 3, 4, it's by 4. That. And this might be a little unnecessary, but again, it's just like with the later like research, you know, we may very well need the room. Right, that's fine for now. Let's just I need 22,000.
Power restored.
Okay, that's not too much of an issue right now.
You do not have
Let's have
build order.
have a look.
At last, something worthy of my skills. Let's have a talk. One final talk.
Yeah, we kind of do need more, but it's this is the thing with the beginning. The beginning bit I feel is the most brutal, but once you kind of get over the hurdle of cash flow problems, it becomes significantly easier, and then it's just a question of like how long or how far can you go to be Alright, so let's... Sorry, I've kind of lost my trail of thought, guys. Sorry. That's my bad.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
That's perfectly fine. Let's launch that scheme. So we've got the execute the valet.
Optional objective available.
The any smash scheme that's being done. Upgrade. Well, that's fine. Some of them I am gonna... Oh, that's an upgrade. That's fine. Okay, and then it's a...
About time.
Optional objective complete.
Just as long as we can keep things rolling, it should be fine. think, to be honest, I think the upgraded criminal networks would probably be the best thing. Some of them want staff breaks, so for these guys' sakes, I think I will.
New optional objective available.
And then what we can do is the smarts. We could put back here. And then just have like one of them. I think is quite suitable. I think it's quite reasonable. Infirmary tiles we can do. We're going to be extending that out that way anyway. I think infirmary, we should have it here. No, you can't dig there, so that's a bit of a pain in the backside.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
Just for the sake of building the tiles, that's what I'll do. Along with extending the control room. Out like so. Ooh.
Optional objective complete. This build order will drain all your power supplies.
And we can do something like that. And then maybe build like more generators perhaps.
Your broadcast strength has run out. Broadcast strength resumed.
Launch that scheme. Same thing here, we can now do that. Bonus objectives, we can increase that. And this is like the other thing of why like I personally build the way I do when it comes to the casino, because what I'd like to do is just have like, so we have this section here, and what I would do is build a corridor along here and like have it round or directly to the entrance here of my base. So like when soldiers come along, they go through here and up that way. And then I'd have this side as just like the main like casino and just have like slot machines there. So that then I'm earning passive income that way.
I'm thinking. Now, I expect you to die.
Wait, there was 3 of them? I thought there was only 2. Alright, and that's fine. For now. Okay, so I've got barracks tiles, which is completely fine. Is there any more, like... let's see. Upgrade, smash screen, Western Hammer, Eastern Patriot. Western Hammer, Eastern Patriot. Eastern Hammer, which is this one, or is it this one? This one. Or
You
Scout
can't
there.
afford to pay all of your minions.
And Western Patriot, which is that one. I mean, like, when you start getting better criminal networks, in terms of, like, making sure you have enough gold, the tier of networks is by far, like, the quality of your networks is by far a lot better than not, if that makes sense. Like,
A new criminal network has been established.
I kind of don't want my valets to just disappear, so I think what I might do, I don't know if there's any benefit to be at. Again, words are very difficult to come by. I do not know if
Warning, not enough power to power this build order.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, well, that's perfectly fine. We can actually turn that off. As far as science minions, need another 10 of those. I won't build the trainers just yet because I kind of awaiting getting income. Right, well, we can
Objective.
cancel that now. And then we can go for more to do with that. So far, we only need like these whiteboards, and that's about it, I think. So, okay, so that is that. I think they're all now gathering some income, which is perfecto. So now if we just wait for this begin,
Research has
get it done as soon as, because then it's just a lot easier then.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
Currently it is completely fine. Prison tiles. I do not know why it doesn't automatically register.
New optional objective available.
Where's it? Really? Nah, it's the problem. Yeah, no, that is like the biggest problem when it comes to the optional objectives. Is like you could have like the building already built, and yes,
There's an intruder here. Kill them. Not my favorite part. I see what to do.
we are going to have to be a little bit more hands-on.
now.
Alright, Maximilian,
Pooped.
come and restore your stats, please, my good sir.
Complete.
Just need 3 technicians. In fact, here's what I'm gonna do as well. I think what I'll do is I'll make like a little barracks that little barracks that has like just lockers in. In fact, what I can do,
Task complete.
possibly do this and then just have like a row of like this. No, 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 no. I want to do that, then do this.
Not enough gold to complete this construction. Salaries paid.
And there we are.
You there. What if
And now let's do this.
we need
Right. I'm going to extend my vault because salaries is 17,000, which is fine. I'll do something like that. And do that, and then hopefully. Alright. Now we just need like a muscle minion. Because this one is pretty much the last one. It's only 10 seconds. It should be more than fine.
Your scientists have made a breakthrough.
Right. Good. Right. Let's go with this.
March has begun.
Oh, they both can... Yeah. See, like, this is another reason why I wanted to expand and upgrade. But I also realise I will also need intel. Oh, you can't because of this. Let me just put that there for the minute. Actually, what we can do is do that and then that there. I will now expand the training room this way, and then see why that way. And what I'll do is I will put some scientists on these 4 just to increase the rate at which we get the
An intruder.
increase the rate at which we get intel.
afford to pay all of your minions.
Perfectly fine. In terms of decor, decor. We could just do something like that as like a little quick bit. Three is usually quite the magic number when it comes to training things like this, so that is what I shall do. Let's do this. Do that. Ballet trainer. That, and then what? Oh, one more of these, I think. Like that. As far as the metal is concerned, let's just do that. There we are. And then muscle minions, I'm gonna
Task complete.
I'm gonna say 10. And then go back to doing that.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
Oh, don't you worry about that, my dude. I'm wondering. Oh yeah, we can actually... Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, wait, hang on.
Task complete.
Oh no, actually I'll save that for something else, like for...
This build order will drain all your power supplies.
Right, that's fine. And we're nearly done with the extra power. Or the better power generator, should I say.
To complete this construction.
That's fine, my dude.
Salaries paid. New research has been completed.
And that's what we needed. And then 22,000 yet again, but... Okay, so what's drain? Ah, it might have been that.
Warning, not enough power to power this build order. Not enough gold to complete this construction.
For now, just do that. Alright, so the next thing I would like to do is to actually start upgrading these now. We do need to defeat investigators in the lair. Hmm.
A criminal network has been upgraded.
At least by doing that, we can actually get a. Don't need scientists. What am I doing? Alright. Well, hopefully now that can actually enable us to actually get a decent income going. Okay, let me have a good look here. Let me just... Da-da, da-da-da-da. Right. Now what I can do is start selling some of these now. So we've got 54, so we have to watch the total.
You're running low on power.
I'm not worried about power, my friend.
Salaries paid.
Ooh, and you get a freaking itch on your leg, man. It's not pleasant. I will add a couple more beds though, just to be on the kind of safe side when it. Oh no! Shoot, they're the wrong type of beds. Alright, again we've got 45.
Not enough gold to complete this construction. Not enough gold to complete this construction. Not enough gold to complete this construction. Not enough gold to complete this construction.
What I can do, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm. Alright, hang on, because I can hear investigators and I need those investigators. So just bear with me for a moment.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
Right. So we also
leaves no survivors. Minions, if you see this intruder, I need you to ignore them. Yes. I need to be here. Must I do everything? What next? Time is money.
Task complete.
Now this.
okay. There we go.
What I need. What?
New main objective available.
Okay. So there's not really much we can do.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
Right. Apparently we've got 2.
Salaries paid.
Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Here's a like pro tip for you guys. Like when you're running schemes that like with these that requires intel like this, which is indicated by this blue icon, whether it's the heat or whether it's like the money one, always cancel it before it finishes, because you actually get some intel back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reduce the heat in that region. Right. For the sake of my like minions, or my muscle sorry, excuse me. For the sake of my muscle minions, here's what I'm going to do. I actually am
Has been upgraded.
instead have the armory set here. I'll make it 10, 11. Now the idea of doing this is more to do with just like the shortcomings of your minions, of the muscle minions. So what I'll do, in fact, I'm going to extend this way a little bit more. Have like the beds ready for the muscle minions, and then I'll also have a thing for the muscle minions here.
A scheme has
Because you got the
succeeded.
archiving thing there. So, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
A scheme has succeeded. Salaries paid.
I think what I'll do is I'll extend this by 9. But let me just do that for a minute. I'll do a 3x3 because that just seems like at the moment it just seems like a more aesthetically pleasing thing to put in. I will also put this like that. Do that. Do that. I know this seems a bit like, why? But it's just so then like it's easier for the, or like, words fail me. It's more so that like with the number of minions going up, it also is taken care of. And then we'll just confirm that. Go, my minions! Go! And what I can do is add like a couple things like that. How many security output? 3. So I suppose
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
do something like that for now.
Salaries.
Yes, research. I would want that just to be on the safe side.
I order you to locate and kill that intruder. Since when must the boss take all that glitter?
Right, we do have 4 that is currently sat idle. Alright, well in the meantime we'll do that. For this one, see, when this was first made there was a thing for it. Like a scheme thing for it, like a money scheme for it. Now it's kind of like almost non-existent, and that's kind of worrying. Now the beauty of this is, like in the early game, is you have more kind of total security or total freedom in how you handle heat. I think what I might do is destroy that. And I might actually destroy you because you're not giving me anything so far. Pardon me. I do apologize. So the one thing I actually need to worry about is my intel. I think it'll be worthwhile to wait until we get that last bit of intel. So I think because the excess of workers we have now, it's worth actually, yeah, see, look, it's already gone up to 5. So you're actually better off not going by scientists until you can afford to, you know. So I wonder then, I could possibly do that, and then, yeah, and this side I could probably, yeah, put more than enough. I am going to just increase the scientists to 15. And I'm going to actually put like a limit, like I'm actually going to put like a soft cap on my minions. So for each kind of like class, we're going to cap them each at 15, as in 15 guards, 15 hitmen, 15 martial artists, and so on. Because the... Oh, what did I do just then? Okay, no, seriously, what... I wasn't paying attention. That sucks. Oh, I must have done one of those by mistake. When really it's one of them that I wanted. And the reason why I'm capping it at 15 is because the more you have of something, the more expensive the salaries are. So you kind of want to balance that. And so by balancing it so that, well, because the other thing you got to think about as well is later on in the game, when you start coming up against like missions that require harder or more advanced units, you kind of need to sorry, I'm just thinking here. You kind of need to then manage your you kind of need to manage your, just seeing here, advancement. Right, that we can deal with. What I'll do here is I won't do it that way. I feel like this way is probably the best bet. But what I would like to do, now that I think about it, actually, let me cancel some of these. Do that. 1, 2, 3, that. So we might add 2.
Salaries paid.
One more order do it. Yeah. Again, the idea is to have it look nice. We're going for an aesthetic thing here. Question is, do we have them back to back like that or in a wall? No, we can do it between walls like that. It'll look better.
Enough gold to complete this construction.
Do something like that. And what I'll do is I'll actually cancel these two. Have like a 3x3 like that.
New research has been completed.
Ah, we're getting money. This actually looks far better than I could have hoped, to be honest with you.
Salaries paid.
And then what I could do is something like this. Okay, so this will give us like an extra 88,000, which is more than fine. Unless we get rid of this bit, these ones on the end, which I think we will, to be honest. Do that, and then what I will do is I'll actually put these two here as a corridor. Like so. For a camera. Yes. And I will start researching that before we do anything, while we still have the money for it. And what I would like to do is have a security checkpoint. See, I would say, no, we can do that. Do something like that, I think. Really? You're really going to be doing that? Like, here, of all fucking places? I will now ban you. Because F you. Okay. Okay. And we have not got the funds for anything else, but what I would like to do is start doing these. Actually, in terms of the armory, do something a bit more like that. Because then what I would like to do is actually have the advanced thing. Right there. Alright. Let's see. Is there any other things we can upgrade? Yes. I would like to upgrade you. Please. Upgrade you. Please. And... okay.
New optional objective available.
I mean, sure, I could probably have it like 2 wide, but I don't know how to feel about that personally. At least just from like the...
Criminal network has been upgraded.
See, I probably would, but
A criminal network has
but at
been
least by doing it this way, they're going to have to walk into the line of sight eventually. And I can put that there like so. Okay. What are this one? Well, sure I could, but it's the money missions we need. I actually am gonna, like, look up, like... let me think. Do they all have, like, a typical name, i.e...
You can't afford to pay.
money schemes. Right, okay, so part of the problem in terms of, at least as far as the guide is, or guides, tips and tricks are concerned, is that they say focus on unlocking things and then like criminal networks. So basically, the takeaway that I'm getting is unlock, like, get a criminal network in every region, and then just like eventually get like heat reduction in every region. Because then you're reducing not only are you reducing the heat from the regions, but the passive income apparently is better than.
At last, something evil might kill that minion, minions! Now, I expect you to die. Wunderbar.
Now, I do prefer just muscle minions on that. Oh, wait. Here's what I'm also going to do. I'm also going to set up cameras. I should have thought about this a little bit better. But what I can do is put you there. I'll put you there. I will also need okay, so in terms of research, I would like to increase my side stories. The sun, the swordsman, the fan, or the computer.
Salaries paid.
I would much rather recruit the computer because
Side story.
the thing is, Iris is just too valuable of a henchman to ignore. So yeah, I've got a bit of an excess of minions. But at the same time, you know, all right, just give me another moment. Okay, so let's have a good look here. So go to objectives, collect reward. Right, I'm not too worried. I'm now doing this.
Darling,
Task complete.
Okay. So what I'm now gonna do is first of all
No
get the
scientists have made
next lot of scientists.
Research has begun.
So that let's just do an emergency one here. And Then we'll kidnap a biologist. Yeah, so we get the next bunch of scientists first. So that then what we can start doing is when we unlock tier 3, and I think potentially 4 as well,
Scheme has succeeded.
we have the technology and whatnot to actually do some of the research. Okay, do we have any money missions here? We do. It's just a question of if it will show up. Okay, let's see, is it in the prison yet? No. Oh. Now, I don't want to be like, oh, well, tourists isn't a big problem. I suppose now that we have more, I'm going to increase this to 15 now.
Salaries paid.
Because we are getting to a point now that we can afford to. Okay, let's escort the prisoner to here.
An intruder has given us their secrets. Side story begun. Task complete. New research has been completed.
Okay. Sorry, I had to mute myself there. Like, because it's live, it's also a thing. Like, obviously, parents are going to be a thing. Okay. Let's all see.
You are no match for me.
Oh, that's right, 'cause I didn't do that. So then we just do this.
Salaries paid.
And there we are. Okay, so what's going on here? I'm under attack. Where am I? No, no, no.
Very well.
Just don't want him to be attacked and killed out of sight.
Your scientists have discovered something.
And that's fine.
Research has begun.
I will
Evil never.
get him to...
But must sometimes sit down.
So how many cameras have I got then? So do 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, it depends. So you got 3, 6, 8, 16 plus 21 plus 4, that's 25, but nevertheless. Okay, so that's reduced the heat. Okay, that's doing what it needs to do, and so is that. I'm just also trying to keep an eye on the heat itself. I will just go and do that.
Task complete.
Biology.
And then I will do, what would mark dinner bar?
Look at these head.
Yes. So then what I can do,
Side story begun.
okay. So how big of a gap is it? 1, 3, 6. 1. Put that here.
You do not have enough power to sustain this build order. Not enough gold to complete this construction.
I know there's going to be more later.
Salaries paid. A new tier of research has been unlocked.
Do something like that.
Side story begun.
Do something like that, and then what we can do is put something like that, I think. 140. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, right? Like new tier. Yeah. Okay. Tags would be
Research has begun.
fantastic. I will need more power.
Side Side story begun.
So what I am gonna do is
You've run out of power. Build more generators.
yeah.
A scheme has succeeded.
But having said that,
Salaries paid.
right, okay. Capture a spinny, which we can do. That's still doing something. That's the, so it's only this one. To which then what I am going to do, I'm not going to worry about spending intel just yet. Okay, in terms of research, that needs the data bank.
A scheme has succeeded.
Okay, and how much did that cost? 100,000. Sheesh. Definitely not that. I will launch that one. We will launch that one. Just trying to think.
Captured an intruder.
I think you do? There we are. Oh, that's the... yeah, okay.
An intruder.
I am
has
going to
been
just do a
succeeded.
quick...
A new criminal network has been established. Side story begun. Side story begun. Your scientists have made a breakthrough.
Okay, let's see. I think what we can do now. Maybe that one,
Research has begun.
as it should be a lot easier. But a pro tip is if you're not using any of like the other research equipment, you're better off just like disabling them for the sake of power.
Task complete. Warning. Not enough power to power this build order.
Why is that intruder still alive? Find and kill them!
Salaries paid. Deleting. Task complete.
Where do you want me to start?
We need to have a conversation.
small fire has started in your lair. An inferno is raging in your lair. An inferno is raging in your lair. An inferno is raging in your lair. The fires are almost under control. A small fire has started in your lair. A small fire has started in your lair.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
A small fire has started in your lair. The fires are almost under control. All fires have been extinguished. This build order will drain all your power supplies. An inferno is raging in your lair. An item has been destroyed. The fires are almost under control. Warning, not enough power to power this build order. You do not have enough power to sustain this build order.
Find and kill that intruder quickly.
A scheme has succeeded.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
An item has been destroyed. The fires are almost under control.
An intruder?
Command an infernal multitasking. You have zero set access will be denied. The fires are being dealt with. An inferno is raging in your lair. The fires are being dealt with. Research has begun.
Right, we just need to rebuild a ton of stuff. Pretty much.
Warning, not enough power to power this build order.
Yeah, forget about it. Alright, anything else? Is there anything that's been destroyed? Okay, now we just leave that to stew on for a little bit, methinks. Okay, but now I think what we can do, actually, we'll destroy these. Oh yeah, I forgot. Can't remember if I did that or not. If not, yay. If I did, well, shit. But yeah, I mean, again, like this is kind of the idea of it, right? Like passive income.
A criminal network has been upgraded. Side story begun.
Any optionals? Yes. Alright, well, we can kind of cancel that now. One over here. One to do with. Guess we could.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
You lie. And then we go for that.
An intruder has been captured.
Okay. That is a lot of cash we have just gotten went. Oh yeah, so what did I need for that? Impact, doesn't it? Yes.
Side story begun.
At least this way, if some research can be done. the background noise. As my dinner is being cooked, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, done with that. Let's reduce the heat. Go. I think we can cancel that now. So that's fine. Just need to missions like that one.
An intruder has escaped captivity.
And another one.
We got a new prisoner.
What tax have we got? We've only got distract, haven't we? Oh. Yes. Ah, here we go. Soldiers.
Has given us their secrets.
Yeah, so this is kind of like the point that I was trying to make, is like they should really be going through that way, which is where they're going now. But I really don't like the fact that they're not really going anywhere. Alright, be right back while I do this.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
This build order will drain all your power supplies. Side story begun. New research has been completed.
Okay, so that's that one. I've yet to see one over here. So I think what I'm going to have to do is destroy this, because there's nothing there for me. I may as well scout this, scout you. What about over here? No.
Task complete.
I should be fine, but what I'm going to do is I can't dig yet.
A new criminal network has been established. Side story begun. Not enough gold to complete this construction.
Yes, it's a big power grid. In fact, I think this is one of like the few times where I don't just like go all out and like
Build more generators.
go for the stairs and then just like keep building more and more.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
I need to be here. Time is money. I see potential. Even evil has its limits. You kill.
There we go. I'll just do this last one.
We have a problem. Because
And at least then that will enable us to get the minions that we need. Hello there. Still need 44 gold. 44.
Power restored. A criminal network has been upgraded. Side story begun. Research has begun. An intruder has been captured. A criminal network has been upgraded. New optional objective available. Salaries paid. A scheme has succeeded. complete.
What next? Evil minds get to life. Still! Didn't I promote you all? Why would I do that? A tourist!
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
Your scientists have discovered something. Research has begun.
I want that intruder found and killed.
IDC calculate calculation program activated. A criminal network has been upgraded.
You can't afford to pay all of your minions.
Our network has been upgraded. New side story available. New research has been completed. Research has begun. Salaries paid. New side story available.
What do you know?
It's an intruder is in the lair. Kill them.
New optional objective available. is paid. Optional objective complete.
Okay guys, I think that's the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time,